a 4-year long-term relationship where I was cheated on, put her to the curb, and started dating again. I met this recently divorced girl at work who was the receptionist. She was cute and a lot of fun, so we started seeing each other. Everything was going well, but I wasn't serious about anything long-term. She would drop hints about moving in together, and I just never could pull the trigger with her. Something was wrong. We got really busy at work, and I was volunteering for as much OT as I could to make extra money. I worked evenings, and my crew was small, and we were really close. One night, one of my guys said he saw my boss's car at my girlfriend's apartment building. Since he lived about 30 miles away, I knew something was up. I had worked for him the previous weekend, and my girlfriend ended up going to the casino that weekend since I got called into work. Luh. I knew something was up. So I walked up to her door and knocked. She asked, "Who is it?" I said, "It's me, baby. I dropped by to see how you're doing. I had a few minutes." She opened the door and let me in, and he was nowhere to be seen. I asked him to step out, and he did. I asked what was going on and how long. They said they had been hooking up for about 2 weeks. My boss, who was recently divorced, was having hell with his ex. I have felt sorry for him up to this point. I said, well, I didn't appreciate the high school bullcrap and that I didn't care if he saw her. If he wanted to turn, he could have just told me and we could have been adults about it. He apologized about it, and then I told him that I didn't want this to interfere with my OT. I still wanted to work as many weekends as I could. He said, no problem. I never at any point acknowledged my soon-to-be ex's existence. She immediately became invisible and unable to make sound in my presence. She kept trying to get my attention and apologize, but I never responded to her in any way. Between his messy divorce and my girlfriend, my boss had been dating this cute young girl about 20 that worked at the plant. A few days later at work, she asked me what was going on. I told her about what happened, and she was a little hurt. I told her that it was good she found out now before it was more serious. She said we should go out and piss them off, which we did, and she was a freak. I had a lot of fun with her. One day in the office, while my boss was in there, one of my coworkers asked me how my date went. I said it was great and possibly the best trade I had ever made. No regrets. My boss just got up and walked out. We didn't speak other than business for about 2 weeks. On Fridays, we sold employee sales to employees. The employees would go to the receptionist and pay and get a ticket to bring to us, and we would give them their food. My boss said, hey, I'm gonna take these 10 boxes, 10 pounds, and I'll pay for them up front on my way out. The road out went right past the receptionist's office, so I could see if he paid or not. He did not, drove right past. Since he had seemed to make this decision on the fly, I called the plant accountant and asked him to check the cash box and the tickets to see if there were any there for my boss. I was suspecting that my ex would just fill out the tickets and have them ready, and that way we couldn't catch her unless the box was short. No tickets had been made, so he just got in trouble and was eventually fired. Later, she was being scrutinized and seemed to be short in the cash box, but unable to tell for sure. So they had someone come in and pay for food with a $100 bill. Since there were no big orders done the rest of the day that would have required $100 as change, and since the $100 bill was missing from the box at the end of the day, they knew she was skimming. She got fired. I replaced boss as the superintendent of the department. I got rid of a cheating girlfriend, had freaky sex with his ex and got to brag about it to his face, got rid of a same cheating boss, got 2 thieves fired, got a promotion, and still got to keep my OT. Things usually don't work out that well for me, but that was priceless.